Yo, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be explaining how I'm getting hitting for over 100 M1 damage as a Demon Slayer. So first, I'm going to showcase it off and show you what my M1 damage is against NPCs in PvE, and then I'm going to kind of explain the build and go through what the build is and how it works and everything, and then I'll talk about how some of you guys can try to recreate the build or possibly hit for more M1 damage as a Demon Slayer. So first, let's jump over here and I'll try to show it off. So there we go. I got it already. You saw I hit for 81 normal M1 with this build, 81, but then the last hit does 163, which is already really crazy, but that's not even what I'm talking about. If I hit and I do it enough, it should happen. Eventually, once I M1, I will get something that's called a crit, which is relatively new to the game. There we go. And once I hit that crit, I do over 100 M1 damage. I think I'm hitting right now for 102 M1 damage to these guys, which is really, really insane. Yep, 102 M1. And then the last hit there hits for 163, which is also crazy. So yeah, 102 M1 damage is what I'm able to hit for. And there, I got twice in a row. So let's go over the build really quickly. As you can see already, I am running champion stuff. And to do this much, you probably will need champion stuff, which is a little bit unfortunate. I understand champion stuff isn't the easiest to get, but I will talk about how it's possible to maybe do a significant amount of damage without champion stuff. So here we go. Let's go through the build. So the hat that I'm running here, I'm running the Samurai Maiden's Amagasa hat. This is the Mugen Train drop. You can run the dungeon one if you have to. The only real difference is +1 strength versus +2 strength. So I'm doing one more M1 using the Mugen Train one. But this one's a good alternative. If you have only straw hat, just run that, obviously. +5 block is pretty cool. The mask I'm running is the Polar, or the Devour mask, I'm sorry. You can run the Polar one. They did a change recently where the Polar mask used to have better stats, and then they said they were going to make the Devour one have better stats, but instead they gave them the same stats, which is really helpful. So depending on what you're going for, like a Polar tier 3 weapon or a Devour tier 3 weapon, either run Polar or Devour mask, whatever you have. I tried running this build with the Tigress Warding Mask, but I actually did less M1 damage, which is strange because it says I do 3 weapon damage with that, and I only get +1 sword damage with this. But I guess the all damage boost and the weapon damage makes you do more. So yeah, run Devour Polar there. Scarves right now, I'm running the Champion Scarf. I'm getting this for the crit chance, all damage boost, the NPC damage boost, the strength boost, and the sword damage. This is where I'm really getting a lot of M1 damage. If you don't have this, I recommend probably running Red Scarf, or I guess the Striped Green Scarf. I think the Red Scarf is better. But yeah, you are probably going to need a champion item like this to do this much M1 damage as a Slayer. Necklace right now, I just have this necklace. It's probably the best necklace. I guess if you have the champion necklace, I would run that. But yeah, none of these other necklaces affect your M1 damage, so yeah, I just run this for the speed boost, the stamina, the max health. Shirts right now, I got Enmu top on. This will give you the most M1 for Slayers. If you have Akaza top, you can run that too, and I think it'll give you a lot, but Enmu top, 4+ sword damage, you get the 5% NPC buff, which is pretty crazy, and then you get that breathing damage, which is helpful as well. Pants, Enmu bottom, makes sense, 4 more sword damage, more max health. Speed boost, NPC damage buff. So that's 10% NPC damage buff just from these two. And then from the Scarf also, I'm doing a lot of damage to NPCs. This part is pretty important as well. You're going to have your Tengen uniform. It just gives you XP. Tengen, I guess, isn't as important. You have 5% breathing damage. But then the Rengoku Hiyori is what you want to be running because that 5% all damage boost is pretty good. And then you'll also get more breathing damage, which is helpful for Slayers. It doesn't affect your M1, the breathing damage, but it's just good for Slayers in general. Lantern I'm running right now is Lantern of Despair from Mugen, I'm relatively sure. Yeah, this one's the dungeon one, this one's the Mugen one. You don't need a specific lantern, none of these affect your M1 damage, but yeah. that's what I have, and that is the build. And then wrapping up the build, actually, the most important thing right now is I have the Champion Katana on, which if it'll load, here we go. Champion Katana gives you 7% breathing damage, really awesome, but not important for them one. Here's the big things. 10 sword damage, which is crazy. 10% NPC damage buff, which helps, and then 5% crit chance. If you guys don't know what crit chance is what champion items give, pretty much. The scarf right here gives 1% crit chance. The katana gives 5%. But yeah, once I'm holding the katana with the build, my crit chance here right in the corner will go from 1% to 6%. So I'm running on 6% crit chance, which means every hit I do, M1 and moves, right now, you can actually crit with moves. I have wind breathing right now, pretty low mastery. But you can actually crit with the moves, has a 6% chance of critting. There we go, I got into the first one. 6% seems pretty low, but it's honestly really good right now. And once you hit that crit, that 6% chance, which should happen pretty often, maybe not every M1 combo, but every 2 or 3 M1 combos, depending how lucky you are, you're going to hit for a massive multiplier in damage. So my base M1 being 81 right now with this build will get boosted up to over 100 once I hit that crit. So that is the way I'm pretty much hitting for 100 plus M1. So ways that you could boost this, which I don't even have, are first of all, you could get more champion items, obviously. That's difficult for everybody. I only have 2 champion items and they were hard for me to get. But I'm pretty sure if you do have all the champion items, and maybe I think some of these titles I'm going to talk about, Diabolica posted in the Discord something which is like the max M1 damage. I'll play it on the screen right now. I'm pretty sure it was like max M1 damage with snow breathing, and I think it was doing over 100 M1 base damage, which is really ridiculous because if you get crits off of that, who knows how much damage you're doing? Maybe like 120, maybe even more. You might be doing like 130 an M1 if you're getting crits using that. And I think you need the full champion set with that though. It might be a little bit outdated, but I'll put it on the screen anyways. If you don't have champion stuff and you still want to get this crit chance, because honestly getting crits is just so good. It's really good in PvE because it works with your moves and your M1. And in PvP it's really helpful, even though I do not do 100 in PvP obviously because I don't have the NPC buffs. I'll still get the crits off on the moves a lot of the time and the M1s. But pretty much, if you don't know, they added titles, some new titles in the game, and some of these titles give you crit chance. So you'll get 5% crit chance from killing Doma 50 times solo with this one. I don't exactly remember the exact ones. I'm pretty sure the Tengen one, the 50 time solo Tengen one, will give you 5% crit chance. And then I'm pretty sure there's one more. I think it's Rengoku possibly, or one of the other map 2 tier 5 bosses. I'm not exactly sure which one it is. But if you do all 3 of them, I'm pretty sure there's only 3, but if you do all 3 of them, you can get 1.5% crit chance, which isn't bad. Any champion items plus that, you'll be doing like 2.5, 3% crit chance. If you have the katana, you'll be doing 5, 6, 6.5 crit chance, depending what titles you get. So I do recommend going for those titles if you have the time in a private server. Even if you don't have champion stuff for the extra NPC buff, what you can do is if you do have a tier 3 katana, I'll pull it out really quickly. If you have a tier 3 katana, you can use it, and you'll still do a lot of M1. I do 72 M1, and then if you get the crit chance thing, which I do have 1% crit chance now because it's not the champion katana, I should be able to get it. So yeah, especially stacked. Oh, there we go. I got the crit. But especially stacked with the tier 3 effect, you will, there we go, I hit the crit again. You'll be doing a crap ton of damage, especially if you're at a crit. So yeah, just 224 there. I don't think I hit a crit, but that was the tier 3 effect. But yeah, pretty much guys, that is the overall build right now. The main thing would be the champion katana, which is difficult to get, I know, but if you're able to trade for it or get your hands on it through the leaderboard, it's the thing you want to use. You want to level up your crit chance, get your crit chance higher, have max sword mastery, obviously. You can do that with other champion gear or through this the new titles that they dropped. And then once you do that, you should be able to do over 100 M1 damage in PvE, which is literally absolutely broken. Insane and Mugen. Kind of the most broken thing in the game right now. Crit chance. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't, please like the video and subscribe. And I'll be making some more normal PvP content soon. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.